We're gonna hop into watching Resident Evil Requiem. I might say that wrong, but that is what this is. It's an official game overview. I don't know if it's exactly gameplay or if it's like gameplay. I think it's like a gameplay and a little bit talking. I just saw it released, so we're gonna watch this. I'm excited. I have played all the Resident Evils except like Resident Evil 2 and 3 original, but I've played all like the stuff. I think I might have missed Resident Evil 3 remake. I need to play that one. But I'm excited. This one comes out, I think, next year. I might be wrong, but yeah, I liked Village a lot, and the Resident Evil 4 remake was really good too as well. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see how this one is. All right, great start. Great start. Wake me up, why don't you? Concept. Okay, so they might just be showing some stuff here. I'm not really sure what we're going to be watching here. Addictive fear. There's something about overcoming your fears. The game looks really good. Just play more. I've never played a horror game where I feel addicted to being scared. You know, I feel like most people kind of just don't. Like, you know. Where have I been craving to play more horror? Like it's like a, you know, it's like a bittersweet, you know, you play it because that rush, but it's it's more being like, I can do it. I'm not like bring it on, you know, give me more give me more jump scares, give me more. I don't know. I found that funny. I think you can play this game in first person and third. What? Did you see that? If you think I'm going to be addicted to that, that is wrong. That is wrong. You are mistaken, my friend. If you think I'm going to be craving to see that thing chasing me down the hallway, hell no. Oh my god. Offline single player game. Okay, well. Alright. That's better Resident Evil series. So you make this fear factor key feature of the gameplay. I did like how Resident Evil 7 was very like close quarter. Grace Ashcroft. Introverted and easily scared. New type of character. Horror from the same perspective as the player. By the way, I saw a clip. It was like interviewing a dev or something, and they were like saying something about Leon. Like a lot of people think he's going to be in it at some point, at least. They were saying something about Leon. They said it's hard to make a game around Leon, which you've done before, so I don't understand, because he is so like trained and he doesn't get scared as easily over small things. And their example was like a bucket falling. Like that's their definition of horror, like, you know. But obviously they know what they're doing because that thing going down the hallway. But I was thinking, I was like, if you don't add Leon into the game because you feel like he's not going to get scared at the little things, you don't have to make him scared. You can do things that will scare the player, but then have Leon react like not that to that extent. You know, like something might fall and you might jump because it scares you, but Leon would say something like, oh, that could have hit me. Or so, you know, he doesn't have to like react to it like I'm guessing this player will, or this character will react to things more like getting spooked a lot easier. So I'm like, come on, like that is not a reason to put Leon in. I feel like they threw that in there to try to like diverge the players into thinking that they're not going to do it even more. Leon's got to be in it, man. I miss him. Like we got Leon in Resident Evil 4, but I'm pretty sure, no, Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6, the last time we saw Leon, other than Resident Evil 4 Remake, Leon's my favorite character, man, in this game. Trained with guns. See, what was okay, I think he's going to talk about it here. Okay. Well, everything I just said was kind of, it must have been, the thing I saw was a clip from this. I thought it was something similar. So yeah. Yeah. You went and jump at something like a bucket falling. No one wants to see scared by a little thing. Exactly. Put him in the game. Leon doesn't have to get scared by it, but we can still do it. You can make things that like scare the player but then have the actual character react accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good reason in my point of view to not have Leon in the game. Now, I'm not saying they have to have Leon in the game, but for that to be their main excuse to not have him in the game, if they did want him in the game, like, I don't find that as a good excuse or the character doesn't have to always be afraid of things that you're afraid of. Like I said, they pulled off Resident Evil 4 great. Cool.
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね、一人称視点と三人称視点、2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。
I don't know what I would use.
視点だとその臨場感のあるゲームプレイっていうのが
Whatever that is, I might just have to pass. You think, like, I just don't understand. You think I'm going to be addicted to this thing? I promise you the last thing I'm going to want is more. But I like the direction they're going with, more close-quartered stuff. I really like Resident Evil 2's close-quartered gameplay, as well as Resident Evil 7's gameplay. Resident Evil 8 and 4, I like too. It was a little bit more open. I like their, I feel like there's more world, but I do like those times where they have more close-quartered things and more realistic, like, areas. You know, like what Resident Evil 8 was like in a castle, in a village with a castle and stuff. Resident Evil 4 was like a village in Spain, I think. But I like what they, you know, I like when they go and do more close quarter stuff. That thing, I don't know if it'll match with like Mr. X, you know, stalking you through the police station, or like Nemesis or anything. But the lighting and everything makes that thing look so much creeper. I honestly don't know which one I would play, which perspective I would play in. 30 years. How old? So Leon, if Leon's in the game, he has to be old. Like, not old, but like, well, he's probably in his 20s or... How old was Leon? Give me a second. He was 21 years old, so he'll be 51 years old. He'll be 51 years old, so he's not old. Never mind. I was thinking maybe he was like later, like 30s, but 21's not bad. Yeah, he'll be 51. He probably won't look too much different. Maybe a little gray in his hair, but... We're going right back to where it started. Okay.
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。
Sweet.
2026年3月にバイオハザードシリーズ
marks the 30-year anniversary. So they actually, that's kind of cool that like the bombs dropped 30 years, you know, like we are like their present time. There it is. Sweet. I mean, February is not too bad. Plus it'll be before GTA 6. So like, you know, I feel like there's going to be a grace period where like games will probably not come out around GTA 6. But I just feel like there's probably going to be a lot of games or developers that kind of wait a few months at least after GTA 6 so they can get a little bit more traction, because, you know, everybody and their mother is going to be playing that game. But yeah, I'm excited about this. No, that monster, where's this thing at? Yeah, nah, I'm good. You know what? Delay the game a little bit more. February 27th next year. Cool.
「開発のコンセプトはやみつきなる恐怖というのを掲げてます。恐怖を乗り越えるね、気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシスってやっぱこう脳汁が出るんですよね。それ自体がこれもっとやりたい、遊びたいっていう中毒性を生む。そこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら、怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい、そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのがレクイエムの出発点でした。
バイオハザードレクイエムは、シングルプレイかつ、オフラインのゲームとなっています。バイオハザードで一番重要なのは恐怖体験だと思うんですけれども、今作においてはその恐怖体験っていうところに、しっかりとフィーチャーした内容に仕上がっているんじゃないかなと思ってます。
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官グレイス・アッシュクロフト。内向的で怖がり、 バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作ろうとしています。プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、 FBI 捜査官なので銃の扱いも慣れてますし、冷静な推理力とかも発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクターになってます。レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
ファーストトレーラーご覧になって分かるように、グレース自身がすごいいろんな目に遭うんですね。 PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、高揚感であったりとか、うっ血してる表現、あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして、自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使ってそこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとかもしています。
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね、一人称視点と三人称視点、2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊張感のある、臨場感のあるゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
滅菌作戦以降30年近く経つんですけども、ゲームの舞台として登場します。
その当時アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして、それ以降もさまざまなキャラクターたちが、いろんなラクーンシティで起きた事件をきっかけに立ち向かっていくようになったり、人間成長したり、そこに今回この表現のメスを入れるっていうのが、作り手としてはやっぱりかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが大きかったですね。
ラクーン事件に関わった、もしくはラクーン事件に巻き込まれて大きく人生を変わってしまったり、命を落としてしまったりと、そういった登場人物がたくさん出ます。レクイエムは彼らに向けての言葉通り鎮魂であり、もっと言うとバイオハザードシリーズ、ラクーン事件、アンブレラをきっかけに生まれたシリーズのある種一つの区切りという意味でレクイエムというタイトルをつけています。
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。2026年3月にバイオハザードシリーズ30周年を迎えます。30周年記念タイトルの名に恥じぬようなゲームとして本作リリースしたいなというふうに思っております。
グレースの母親は
大きく方針を転換してですね、
実写映画を目指すというところで、
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation will be released today on the Resident Evil portal. Register your Capcom ID to see the rest.
ラクーンシティっていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。